I don't think he owes Man City anything. I don't think any the City fans or even Guardiola himself will begrudge him making this decision. It's such a big move.
And coming in to Manchester City is Mateo Kovacic, something you tweeted about today, Jan. You're happy about this move?
Well, I think what you see is from Manchester City, I think that Gundogan is 32. He's a leader. They will miss the leader. I mean, everybody praise him for the way he's acting on the pitch and even off the pitch. There is a reason why he's the captain. He's not your typical old kind of captain in the old days. But then you get Kovacic in and you are talking about trusting Arteta, and you've got to trust Pep Guardiola as well. I think this is a perfect transfer, both for Kovacic coming in and for Gundogan coming out. As Craig was saying, I mean, especially for German players, this to play for Barcelona, Real Madrid, this is a big, big deal for them. And he's 32. He wants another adventure. He had a fantastic career. If you go through his stats, I mean, Gundogan is nearly underestimated. Look at what he has won and everything. And in his age, for a free transfer, going to Barcelona, playing for one of his idols, Xavi, that is a dream come true for him. And I think it's, again, we have to praise Manchester City and Pep Guardiola for the timing of the way when they're letting players go. It's hard not to keep a winning captain, winning the treble captain. And I guess if Manchester City wanted to keep him 100%, I think they wanted to keep him. But it's all about that timing, when to let him go. Kovacic, not one-to-one replacement. He got other stuff as well, but that is a great thing. They can thank each other for the treble. Gundogan has done a fantastic job, and Barcelona get a fantastic player.
Everybody talks, just briefly, everybody talks about Man City, big money, big spending. I think this is great business at that price. I think he's a terrific player, can do a bit of everything. Doesn't score a lot of goals, but scores some great goals. Good passer, good vision, tenacious, can defend, covers, ticks a lot of boxes. And then you look at what they did last year. Again, a little bit under the radar, Akanji. Error-prone at Dortmund. Good player, but error-prone at Dortmund. Comes in, has a great season. Maybe a bit like what we're talking about with Arsenal, with Havertz. Setting better standards at Man City than he... With all respect to Dortmund, right? Dortmund, defensively, were just a disaster always waiting to happen, and he was kind of part of that. But City saw something in him. We like him. He's big, he's strong, he's pacey, he's good on the ball. We'll bring him in. It's not a lot of money or whatever. I can't remember the cost. And he was terrific. Doing something similar here with Kovacic. Not a lot of money, but clearly know the player. He's got great experience. Croatian international. He's already been at Madrid. These things, when people... And I know City have got a few other things hanging over their head, but it hasn't always been about going out and just writing a cheque for the biggest and most expensive player. They've brought in one or two gems under the radar, and I think this is potentially another one.
Let's talk about Declan Rice.
Okay, I just want to say, just short, if you look at the Manchester City team, look at the Guardiola team back in the days of the philosophy. You had the tiki-taka player, the small players he had everywhere. There are strong players now. Akanji is a good example of it. There's strong players all over the pitch. That also is also a part of the development of this Manchester City team.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.